we're going to talk about organizing rocket math. So we have this rocket chart on the front of your folder, all right? And we'll assume, for purposes of this workshop, that I checked your papers and I found there were no errors in the ones. I only have to check the ones who think they passed, right? Check those. I didn't find any errors. I gave them back to you. And now you get to color in your rocket chart. So this rocket chart is what keeps the track of student progress. Students record the date of each try on the rocket chart. So there's a letter, and next to it is a space for the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and sixth try. Shouldn't take more than 6 tries to pass a level. And if it does, there's something wrong. So we need to, they're not practicing the right way. They've cheated in the past and they've got stuff they don't know. They've been gone for 3 months and they've forgotten all the facts. They have to start over. But it should happen within 6 tries. If they run out of that, then you should intervene. Yes, question.
I know this sounds hard to imagine, but if I have teachers that are saying, I can't spend 10 minutes every day on this, I can do it 3 days a week or 4 days a week.
Nope.
Does it have to be daily?
Yeah, it needs to be daily.
Okay.
It just won't work well if you don't do that. That's one of the reasons why we got it down to 10 minutes. It's a quick routine, steady routine, and you have to believe that it's important. I know it's really, really important. And we talked about the reasons for that before. It needs 10 minutes a day. And it needs 10 minutes a day spread throughout the year, every year in elementary school, basically, to get this, make sure this gets done. You change the nature of math class in your school when kids know their facts. It's a crime to see kids stuck and stalled and slow in math just because they don't know their facts. One of the things I found as a teacher with learning disabilities is it was always a question of, did my students need reading and math or just reading? And what I found was the kids who knew their math facts could keep up in the regular math class. If they didn't know their math facts, then they weren't able to keep up. As long as they know their facts, kids can concentrate on what the teacher is saying and can do the work, and they can actually keep up in math class with everybody else, kids with learning disabilities. So it's very important. So they record the date of each try, and you want to know, see that it fills it in, sees how many times they've tried it, and helps you know what's going on. There shouldn't be more than 6 tries without intervention. And then after you've checked and you pass it back, then the students get to color in that row. So if you pass set G, you get to color in that row G across from the letter G. I know it's right over the top of their writing, but it'll still work. And that's important to let them have the time to do that. So when you pass back folders, say, color in your rocket chart if you passed, and be sure to allow time for that. That's their reinforcement for doing this. And so it's important. I think he was like a 7th grade student in our summer clinic that we had up in Mount Baker. And he was a little too cool for, crayons and stuff to fill in this, but he had a mechanical pencil. And when he filled in a level, he filled that in with the mechanical pencil, and all the lines were exactly the same, and it was perfectly filled in. And he wasn't using any kitty colors, but it was obvious that he was celebrating that win, that success, by filling that in very carefully. And so that's important, and it's one of the reasons why Rocket Math works so well, is because there's many little successes to celebrate, and that's a key.